The Federal Treasurer has warned the global economy is on the edge as he begins a series of high-level talks in Washington. Jim Chalmers says there's a broad expectation that the United States is at high risk of recession, despite contrary claims from the US President. North America correspondent Jade Macmillan reports.
Jim Chalmers says the main reason for his visit to the US capital is to take the temperature of the global economy as he prepares to finalise his first budget being handed down later this month. He has meetings lined up with G20 finance ministers and will also attend annual gatherings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. And the Treasurer has echoed a lot of the pessimism that we have been hearing from those organisations. The IMF has in recent days delivered a pretty bleak outlook. It has warned that central banks face a very delicate task at the moment, trying to fight rising inflation without pushing the global economy into a severe recession. The US President, Joe Biden, has said that he doesn't believe there'll be a recession here, that if it happens, it will be, in his words, slight. But the Australian Treasurer appeared to dispute that assessment.
I think there's a pretty broad expectation around the world that there's a big risk of recession here in the United States, as there is in the UK, in Europe, and China's growth's obviously slowed as well. I think that is the broad expectation, that some of the big economies that we monitor most closely are at real risk of recession. The risk of recession in some of the major economies has clearly edged over from possible to probable, and that will have implications for us.
The Treasurer has this week said that while Australia is not immune from what is happening globally, that his budget will not be forecasting a recession there. In terms of what else may or may not be in that document, he has confirmed today that there will be no changes to stage 3 tax cuts. This is something that was legislated under the previous government and committed to by Labor, although there has been a lot of recent speculation, including some fuelled by the Treasurer himself, as to whether that might be reconsidered in light of current economic conditions. Jim Chalmers has said today that the budget will not flag any changes to that policy.